Hey, what's going on, guys? This is NachoParadise, and we have been on YouTube for one whole year. A little over a year, actually. We've been on YouTube for what, like a year and 2 weeks? This video was supposed to come out 2 weeks ago, but I didn't, I actually haven't. So instead of my wheeljack video, this guy should have been, he should have been, you know what I mean? Because my wheeljack video, what was it, like a day before my anniversary, and this is the guy that I've been working on for a couple weeks, and I'm very happy to finally be finished with him, because he was a pain, but he was fun to build. So yes, this is LEGO Transformers Doublecrusher. So you may have heard Doublecrusher before. That's because it was the name of my knockoff Bruticus, which is the worst thing to say. My knockoff Bruticus. Don't do a knockoff, it's not worth it. So I just feel like Doublecrusher fits. Okay. I feel like Doublecrusher fits him, like the name Doublecrusher fits him more than my original Doublecrusher. So yeah, here he is. He's a heavy transport type vehicle. You'll never guess who inspired me to make this guy. That's right, it was your mom. No, it was actually Mindbender. Surprise, surprise. Maybe if I scoop because the lighting's kind of weird. That's because my camera is actually backed up pretty far because this guy's huge. So yes, so he does roll on these nice rolly wheels, because that's what wheels should do. Unfortunately, he does not fit a minifigure. I know it looks like he probably could, but he can't. So that's sad. What the heck? Okay. So yeah. Mindbender's, his metalhead actually inspired me to make him. I just thought the idea of a huge armored transport that turns into a huge armored transformer was a pretty cool idea. So I did that. So yeah, let's get into comparisons, and then we will move on to the transformation, which is going to be a pain in the neck to film. Okay, so here is Doublecrusher next to, you know, let's do minifigure. So this is actually, it probably would be about the same, like in scale, because this is only meant to fit one minifigure, or like one person, because of the, I guess you can call them like barricades, I guess, or just the armor on the windshield. It's only it's only built to fit one person. So there he is with a minifigure, and bring the lamp around. Yeah, as you can see, it's like, you could see, yeah. Anyway, so now here is my biggest transformer next to my smallest transformer, and he is actually not in his proper mode, which it will take me less than a minute to transform him, because he is a very simple boy. Here he is here's my biggest transformer next to my smallest transformer. So as you can see, this guy is tiny. I mean, he's tiny anyway, and you can see some of my crap. You can see like right here too, but that's fine. Yeah. And here is my second smallest transformer next to my biggest transformer. He's not transformed. Little wheeljack. So yes, I'm going to fix him. Also, this video is, as you can see, it is pretty long, so I actually don't know that, I'm just guessing. Here he is next to Starscream, who is actually transformed. So that's not accurate. Starscream would probably be a little bit bigger. And his null ray just fell off. Fantastic. And here he is next to Shockwave. Any other Transformers that I'm missing? Okay. Oh, actually, I'll do this. Here he is next to Leader Class Optimus Prime. So he's about Leader Class size. I can't actually show you. I mean, let's try this. So that's the length of him, and then that's the length of Prime. So he would be a Leader Class. So yeah, now let's get into transformation. This is going to be a nightmare. Have you ever wanted to see... Well, I guess you're not really seeing my setup. You can only see the wall there. But okay, I'm actually going to try and do it like aside from the camera, so my arm is like that. Hopefully, you guys can still hear me. You probably won't hear me as well, as you would me being right next to the camera. But I'm just going to do it like this. And there's a sticker on my sock. Okay, there we go. Alright, so to transform Doublecrusher, what you want to do is you want to... move lamp, please? Okay. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to this. So, oh man, what do I start with? I'm going... Okay, so first, you want to come to the back of the car, or vehicle, whatever you want to call it. You just... Should I have them detached like that? No, it's not supposed to be like that. Just move that piece. This is actually supposed to come off like that, and then that is, what was it, the bottom, I think. I told you this was going to be a nightmare to film. Okay, so I know you can't really see that, but honestly, okay. So now you want to just stand them up. Look at that, it's like the exact height that I need. You want to, oh yeah, I forgot to do this. So under here, there's some pegs. Those just clip in like that and fold down, or clip out. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. So I do that, and then that gives you room to flip this whole section up and turn his front of the car around, which will become the torso. Very similar it's kind of a similar transformation as Wheeljack. That's kind of where I got it. Okay, so now you want to, I'm not going to unclip the legs yet, just because this is actually pretty stable. So then you want to, gosh, this will break. He's kind of fragile, especially right here. But I'm just going to take this off because it's going to break anyway. Pretty much, this is one piece, this is like the side. It goes right there, you know. You just want to fold it up. Like that. Put that back on. That one doesn't break. That one's good to me. Okay. Raise the camera up a little bit. And then you want to flip these wheel wells up and flip them to the sides. And then you can't see that. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Just so you can see a little bit better. Okay. So that, now we have that. And then you want to kind of fold these little pieces down just like that. Move your lamps so you can actually kind of see that. And then you want to fold this down, which will reveal, you can kind of see the head right there a little bit. Fold the head forward, straighten it, and then you want to kind of, because the head is on a T-joint, and so you want to swivel his head out a little bit without having him come off. Who's Grex? Suck. Have that forward a little bit, and then now you don't actually want to lift that back up. This windshield is on a separate piece, and so the wheels, like the front of the car, stays there, but that flips up, which I thought was kind of cool. And then what you want to do is you want to flip up these little clips. Okay, now that's not it for the the top. Obviously, these aren't going to be his arms, I promise. So now what you want to do is you just want to come to the back, fold these pieces. Here, I'll turn around. Come to the back, fold these little pieces out, and then, yeah, I'll just do this. You want to take these pieces right there, kind of fold them up. Those will become his shoulders. Actually, before you do that, flip these out and fold them down as far as they will go. Now you can come to the back and just kind of situate his arm. It's pretty easy to get him situated. Very easy transformation. So now, as you can see, he's got these huge, like, little pieces up here. You just want to flip these down. Just so you can't really, I mean, you still, like, kind of can't see the pins. Well, obviously, from the sides. But it hides them a little bit. Okay, so I just want to get his arm situated. Pull out his hand. He's got weird hands. They're just always in fists because he just crushes stuff. And now we are almost done here, believe it or not. I know. Actually, we only really have one step. Just come to the bottom, zoom back out on your camera. Come to the bottom and just split the legs. Okay. And now, just again, get him situated in a decent looking pose, so it looks like you kind of put some effort into it. Just kind of normal stance. And there you have Doublecrusher in his robot mode. And actually, I forgot one more step. You want to come to the back. You know these little pegs that we did? You just want to flip them up. Okay, now there's Doublecrusher in his robot mode. So yeah, here is Doublecrusher. I think he looks awesome, honestly. I think he looks really good. I didn't think he would look like this when I first had the idea. I just thought he'd look, well, like, I don't know. But, you know, there he is. I just wanted to build a really cool Transformer that's nice and big. And yeah, so for accessories, since Doublecrusher, like, doesn't really, like, he probably shouldn't have any guns. Last night, I actually built him this pretty cool hammer, which is a pain to get in his hand. But, you know, there it is. It's taller than he is. So, what you want to do, and the reason there's this chain, is just when he's not using it, he actually drags it. So, what I like to do is I just like to come over here, and since I only got, like, there was only one time when I actually got him looking good with him holding his hammer in two hands. As you can see, it's kind of hard because his hammer is very heavy and the joints are kind of loose. So it's kind of difficult, as you can see, to get him in a decent looking position. Because, man, if you ever want to build a big boy, use those ratchet joints, because I don't have too many of those. So I had to use these actual ball joints, and they are not working too well for me. I mean, they're fine. Just holding big items is kind of a difficult task. So, so this is kind of what he uses to crush stuff. They call him Doublecrusher because he actually has two sides of the of his hammer, and he always uses at least two things to crush things with. So like his hands, he uses both hands at the same time, so he just goes like that. And usually when he crushes stuff, he jumps up in the air and just does a ground pound with his feet. So that's two. So that's kind of why they call him Doublecrusher. And I really like this hammer because it looks like he just goes straight through a building. So there we go. There's him holding his hammer. Very difficult task. As I said before. So what you can also do is not break him. But as I said, but as I said before, he can drag his hammer when he's not using it, because he does not have any weapon storage. That would be difficult to do. So what you want to do is you want to just come to like his palm and just peg the chain in there like that. And then to get that dragging effect, you just kind of put it behind him and have his arm kind of like that. And so now it really looks like he's dragging it. But I always imagine Doublecrusher having the same personality as the Hulk. He just wants to destroy stuff. He's just super excited to do all that crap, and he does listen to Megatron, or whoever you want his leader to be. He listens to, like, he kind of gets out of control with it. So if his leader, Megatron, I don't know, is like, hey, go, I don't know, find this Autobot, then he'd probably just go and just destroy every single building until he found him. So he's kind of brutal, but that's what I like about him. So, comparison time. So here is Doublecrusher next to a minifigure. If I can find him, where is he? There he is. So he doesn't even come up to his knee. So that's kind of nuts. Here he is next to Wheeljack. So Wheeljack comes up to about his knee. Here he is next to Shockwave, which Shockwave comes up to about his waist. Can't really see that. There we go. And Starscream. I actually didn't transform Starscream, but just imagine that he's in robot mode. There we go. So Starscream also comes up to about his waist. So yeah, that is Doublecrusher. So I will not be making instructions for him. So please do not ask for instructions because they will not be around. Huge thanks to Mindbender who inspired me once again to build him. And yeah, so that is it for the video. So thank you all so much for over 240 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.